In the glittering underbelly of Beijing's entertainment district, where neon lights flicker like unspoken secrets and paparazzi shadows lurk in every alley, the disappearance of Shen Yue has sent shockwaves through the C-drama world. It was just after midnight on a crisp November evening in 2025 when the first whispers began to circulate. Frantic Weibo posts from fans, grainy security footage leaked to Douyin, and a single, haunting photo that would unravel everything. Shen Yue, the ethereal star of Look Who to Faudre and Count Your Lucky Stars, known for her wide-eyed innocence and porcelain smile, had vanished from her upscale Chaoyang apartment. And, at the center of the storm, Miles Wei, her on-screen soulmate turned real-life enigma, accused of shattering the silence of her home with a break-in that no one saw coming. Picture this. Shen Yue, fresh off the set of her latest rom-com Whispers in the Rain, where she plays a time-traveling barista entangled in a love triangle with ghosts from her past. At 28, she's at the peak of her career. Billboards of her laughing under cherry blossoms dominate Times Square knockoffs in Shanghai, and her endorsement deals with luxury tea brands have her sipping oolong on private jets. But behind the filters and the fan meets, Yue has always been private. A girl from Hunan who guards her heart like a script she hasn't greenlit yet. Her apartment, a minimalist haven of white marble and floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the twinkling skyline, was her sanctuary. Until that night, the footage starts innocently enough. A time-stamped clip from 11:47 p.m., shared anonymously on X, formerly Twitter, by a user named @CDramaWhisper, who claims to be a neighbor's nanny. Shen Yue arrives home alone, her oversized trench coat billowing like a cape, a takeout bag from her favorite Ceylon Bayo spot swinging in her hand. She waves at the doorman, her laughter echoing faintly through the intercom audio that's been scrubbed clean by tech-savvy netizens. The elevator dings, doors slide shut, and then nothing. The lobby camera catches a second figure slipping in minutes later, tall, hooded, moving with the deliberate grace of someone who's dodged more than a few spotlights. It's Miles Wei, unmistakable, even in shadow. The sharp jawline from his My Dear Guardian days, the slight slouch that's become his signature in interviews where he deflects questions about his personal life with a boyish grin. By dawn, the internet was ablaze. Miles broken? After all these years, one fan tweeted, attaching side-by-side stills from their 2019 chemistry test for Look Who to Faudre, where Yu's hand lingered just a beat too long on his arm. Another post, from a verified entertainment account with 2 million followers, speculated wildly. Was it a lover's quarrel gone wrong? Or did you uncover something Miles wanted buried? Old flames, stolen scripts, a hidden feud with Dylan Wong. The theories piled up like unread DMs. Some pointed to their recent reunion at the Hunan TV Mid-Autumn Gala in October, where grainy fan cams showed them huddled in a corner, heads bent close over what looked like a shared phone screen. They were whispering secrets, the caption read. Now one is gone. But let's pause here, dear reader. What do you think drove Miles to her door that night? Was it passion reignited, the kind that simmers for 6 years until it boils over? Or something darker, like the pressure of Hollywood scouts circling, whispering about a joint project that could catapult them both to international fame, but only if the past stayed buried? Drop your guess in the comments below. Option A, rekindled romance. Option B, industry betrayal. Option C, something supernatural. Hey, Yu's last role involved time loops, fiction bleeding into fact. Your vote could shape the next twist in this unfolding saga. As the sun rose over the Forbidden City, police tape fluttered across Yu's building like yellow ribbons on a forgotten gift. Officers from the Beijing Public Security Bureau arrived in unmarked vans, their faces grim under the flash of unauthorized drones. Neighbors, a mix of aspiring influencers and retired executives, clustered on the sidewalk, phones aloft like torches at a vigil. I heard glass shattering around 12:30, confided Mrs. Lee, a 62-year-old retiree who runs a WeChat group for the complex. Then voices, angry at first, then soft, like lovers arguing over a song lyric. By 1 a.m., silence. And her car was still in the garage this morning. Inside, the scene was a tableau of controlled chaos. A shattered vase in the foyer, porcelain shards glittering like confetti from a canceled party. Drawers yanked open in the living room, Yu's collection of vintage vinyls, think Teresa Ting ballads and obscure indie tracks from her college days, scattered across the rug. The kitchen bore the marks of haste, half-eaten dumplings cooling on the counter, a spilled cup of pu'er tea staining the white quartz like an ink blot test for guilt. And in the bedroom, the real gut punch, a window cracked open to the fire escape, curtains billowing like ghosts. No blood, no struggle evident, but Yu's phone lay abandoned on the nightstand, screen cracked but unlocked, the last message a cryptic WeChat ping from an unknown number. We need to talk. Now. Miles Wei was the first person of interest. By 8 a.m., he was trending worldwide under #MilesIntruder, his Weibo account, usually a curated feed of gym selfies and drama teasers, flooded with 500,000 comments in hours. If you hurt her, you're cancelled forever. One read, liked 10,000 times. Miles, 30 now and starring in the gritty spy thriller shadows of the Silk Road, was holed up in his own high-rise in Sanlitun, phone off the grid. His agency, Wei's Film and TV, issued a boilerplate denial at 9:15. Mr. Wei is cooperating fully with authorities and asks for privacy during this difficult time. But the damage was done. Paparazzi swarmed his gym, his favorite ramen joint, even the pet store where he buys treats for his golden retriever. Milo, yes, named after himself, irony noted. Flashback to their shared history because no scandal blooms in a vacuum. Shen Yue and Miles Wei weren't just co-stars, they were the blueprint for Friends to Lovers' slow burns. It started in 2018 during auditions for Look Who to Faudre. Yue, then 21 and wide-eyed from her Meteor Garden breakout, read opposite Miles, a newcomer with a voice like velvet and eyes that could melt K-drama ice queens. Their chemistry was electric. Directors joked they needed hazmat suits on set. Off-screen, rumors swirled. Late-night script reads that stretched till dawn. Shared playlists on QQ Music heavy on rainy day anthems. But Yue, ever the professional, shut it down. He's like a brother, she told Elle China in 2020, her smile tight as a script note. Then came the drought. Miles landed My Dear Guardian, a hit that typecast him as the brooding protector. You dove into My Little Happiness, opposite the golden boy Shang Fei. They drifted. Public sightings limited to award show nods and polite Weibo likes. Fans, dubbed Yue shippers, kept the flame alive with fanfics and edits, but real life? Silent. until 2025. That mid-autumn gala photo, the one where Miles's hand brushed Yu's elbow as they laughed at some inside joke. It resurfaced overnight, dissected frame by frame. Look at her eyes. A TikTok analyst with 1.2 million followers declared. That's not platonic. That's "I've been waiting for you" coded in glances. Now, with you missing, the ship's sails are torn. Was Miles's break-in a desperate bid to confess? Sources close to the production read, a lighting tech who owes me a favor whispered that during Whispers in the Rain reshoots, Miles visited Yu's set unannounced. He brought her favorite mooncakes, the source says. They talked for hours in her trailer. She looked lighter afterward. But lighter turned to lost. What if he rejected him? What if she threatened to go public with something? A kiss from years ago? A promise broken? Or worse? What if this ties into the bigger web of CN scandals? Dylan Wong's recent friendship fallout with Bai Lu, rumored to involve leaked texts that mentioned Yu as the other woman. Miles, ever the loyalist, stepping in to shield her? As investigators comb through Yu's digital footprint, her last Instagram story, a serene shot of her balcony at dusk, captioned, "Finding peace in the chaos, the public plays detective." Online sleuths have mapped Miles's movements, a 10 p.m. cab from a shoot in Haidian district, straight to Chaoyang. No alibi, no witnesses. His phone pinged off the tower blocks from her building at 11:50 p.m. And then, the kicker, a neighbor's Ring camera caught a figure, hood up, but build matching Miles, fleeing down the fire escape at 12:45 a.m., carrying what looks like a small bag. Use, or evidence. Hours tick by, and Beijing hums with unease. Fan groups organize candlelight vigils outside Yu's agency, holding signs that read, "Bring Are You Back?" and "Miles, Speak Truth." Hashtags like hashtag Find Shen Yue and hashtag What Did You Do Miles climb to 50 million uses. Celebrities chime in. Jerry Yen, Miles's Count Your Lucky Stars co-star, posts a cryptic black square. Truth will out. Stay strong. Even international K-pop stands cross over, drawing parallels to Blackpink's Jennie vanishing after a rumored feud. But here's where you come in, reader. Imagine you're a detective on the case, sifting through the debris of a shattered vase. Do you grill Miles first, or chase that unknown WeChat number? Picture the interrogation room. Miles, sleeves rolled up, that signature lock of hair falling over his forehead, voice steady, but eyes haunted. "I want to talk," he'd say, if the scriptwriters are kind. About us. About what we left unsaid. "She let me in, swore she did. We argued, yes. Old wounds. But when I turned around, she was gone. Like smoke." Or does he crack, admitting to the bag, the window, the flight? "I panicked. Thought someone was watching." Vote now. If Miles is innocent, what's his next move? A tearful live stream confession? If guilty, does he flee to his Shandong hometown, or stage a heroic rescue? Your choice fuels the fire. Reply with A or B, and let's crowdsource the ending. By evening, a breakthrough. Yu's manager, a no-nonsense woman named Ms. Zhang who's weathered more PR fires than a summer drought, holds an impromptu presser outside the apartment. "Shen Yue is safe," she announces, voice like steel wrapped in silk. "Wait, safe?" The crowd erupts, phones thrusting forward. She's requested privacy, while we resolve personal matters. No further comment. Personal matters. The phrase hangs like fog over the Hutongs. Is Yu holed up in a safe house, scripting her comeback? Or is this a cover, buying time for Miles to slip away? Speculation explodes anew. Douyin live stream theories. One user, a self-proclaimed tarot reader for idols, pulls cards live. The tower for upheaval, the lovers reverse for betrayal. Miles didn't break in, he broke her heart, she intones, raking in virtual gifts. Another, a former cop-turned-podcaster, breaks down the footage. See the shadow on the fire escape? Not one figure, two. Someone else was there. Who? A jealous co-star? A stalker from Yu's simmering storm days, when death threats flooded her inbox. Or Dylan Wong himself, tying up loose ends from that scandalous photo op? As night falls again, the city that never sleeps pulses with unanswered questions. Miles finally surfaces, not in cuffs, but in a statement posted to his Weibo at 10 p.m. sharp. It's a video. Him, unfiltered, sitting in what looks like a hotel room, city lights blurring behind. To Yu's fans, to everyone watching, I love her. Not in the way scripts write, but real, messy, the kind that scares you. I went her home because I couldn't wait anymore. We talked, fought, even. But I swear on everything, she wasn't missing when I left. If she's gone now, help me find her. His voice cracks on the last word, and the comments flood. Half hearts, half pitchforks. What happens next? Does Yu emerge, hand in hand with Miles, turning scandal into the ultimate plot twist? Or does she surface alone, a tell-all book in the works, exposing the fragile empire of fame? You decide, scroll to the poll at the bottom. Reunion romance or solo survival? Your click could be the spark. In the end, this isn't just a missing persons case, it's a mirror to our obsessions. We ship them, we stand them, we tear them down when the narrative's ours. Shen Yue's absence reminds us, stars aren't constellations, fixed and eternal. They're human, slipping through fingers like rain on glass. And Miles? He's the storm that follows. As Beijing's lights wink out one by one, we wait, not just for her return, but for the story we'll tell ourselves when she does. Because in Sient, truth is the first casualty, and love, that's the weapon left behind.